Sorry, new phone. Every time I move the screen, it restarts the stream. It's ridiculous. Quick shot by the Jacks into the guts of Colt. Holds onto it for a whistle. This new phone is really touchy, so it moves and it restarts it now. I had not to use PIXLIVE. Oh, no, it's not that. It's when it moves a little bit. Okay, if I move the screen, puck bouncing out front. Jahola behind the net. Oh, Hoops just took someone out. Jahola hit him. Jahola hits Hoops there in the blue line. Hoops coming in with Rodberg. Oh, Hoops passed right behind Rodberg, crashing into the net. Jack's back the other way. Jack's dumping in deep. Borman chasing it down. Jahola in the near corner. Leaves it for Borman. Borman takes the body. Up to Hoops. Hoops trying to hit Rodberg at the blue line. Intercepted by the Jacks. Matthew swipes at it, puts it in deep. Matthew's still battling in the corner. Matthew with the puck, looking for a centering pass out to Hubbard at the top. Hubbard fires one into the chest of the goalie. Looks like Hoops almost got a stick on that one. Holy smokes. We'll go for a line change. Talarico centering Augustin and Elliott. Dunbar and Hubbard at D. Puck bounces around the top. Elliott picks it up, puts it up the boards of Hubbard. Hubbard backhands it in front for Talarico, tips it in the corner. Talarico gets there first. Talarico cut into the middle, intercepted by the Jacks, and they're out of the zone. Jacks trying to cut to the middle. Dunbar shuts it down. Kick saved by Colt, and the Jacks get the rebound, and they're on the board first, 1-0. Big rebound by the Jacks. Beats Colt low blocker side. I hate sticks on the boards. It's like a pet peeve of mine. I hope one time someone bangs it and it breaks. Jacks show up quick, go on the board early in the first period. Over to Elliott. Elliott tips up to the Jacks defenseman. Jacks off the boards. Intercepted by Augustin, fires it in deep. Talarico crashing in the corner trying to pick it up. Talarico leaves it for Augustin. Puck dribble up the boards. Elliott trying to work his magic. Jacks ringing around near side. Hubbard steps up, tipped around Hubbard. Talarico in the neutral zone to pick it up. Talarico all by himself, leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard over the red line. Hubbard from outside the blue line fires it into the glove of the Jacks goalie. He's going to hold on to that one for a whistle. Matthew out with Rodberg and Hoops. Jahola and Borman at D. Puck sitting on the dot. Matthew into the corner. Jacks pick it up, throw up the boards. Right by Hoops. Centering pass by the Jacks, and they're out of the zone. Rodberg throws a check right on the blue line. Puck to Borman in his own zone. Borman tries to throw it across ice, almost got his pocket picked. Matthew, right outside the blue line, they're going to call that one an offsides. I should have like a button to stop the clock. That'd be freaking awesome. Then you didn't even touch the screen ever. Sure. New mic. Yeah, we're upgrading. Borman up the boards. Right under the stick of Matthew out to the neutral zone. Jacks fired in deep. Jahola chasing it down. Leaves it for Borman. No one went for it. Jacks picking up, centering pass. Jacks almost fired one on net, tipped into the corner. Jacks working out of the corner, tipped away by Jahola, it looked like. Rodberg tried centering pass off the shin pad of the Jacks, and they put it back in the corner. Jahola, souvenir for the fans, almost killed Carolyn. She didn't even see it coming. Hit the glass. She would have jumped like a cat if that would have bounced next to her. It hit the glass in the stairwell right there. Eh, whatever. I've seen worse. What just happened? Talarico out with Augustin and Elliott. Shot on net. Oh, tip just wide. Jackson, another good scoring opportunity. Jahola with a puck skating it out. Jahola gets met by the Jacks. Jacks intercept. Puck just sitting in the neutral zone. And that's going to be an offsides on the rails. Puck bounces over Hubbard's stick. Hubbard chasing down one Jacks player. Jacks player gets there first. Pulled out of the net, knocks the puck away. Jacks with a centering pass. Tried a one-timer, fanned on it. Talarico chasing down a loose puck. Jacks D picks it up. Talarico knocks it to the boards. Off the boards around Hoggeston. Jacks to the neutral zone. Elliott knocks it down. Elliott over the blue line. Up to Talarico. Talarico from the dot. Fires one over the net. Up top to Hubbard. Hubbard dumps it back. Trying to go in the corner. Knocked down by the Jacks forward. Hubbard holds the line well. Jacks fire one out to the far blue line right on the tape. Rails with a good back check. Hubbard with a good back check. Dunbar centering pass. Oh my gosh, off of his shin pad. Rails couldn't clear the zone. Jacks back in the corner with it. Centering pass through everyone. Jacks fire one wide of the net. Elliott trying to get there. Jacks player beats him. Back to the top for the Jacks. Jacks with another muffin from the top. Hard shot from the top. Tip just wide. Second attempt. Big save by Colt. Another centering pass. Jacks are controlling the offensive zone right now. Rails need to pick it up here. Dunbar picks it up, fires it down the ice for a much-needed icing. Whistle. Holy moly. That was like a shooting clinic. They only put 3 on the board, but that was a lot of shots. Good shots. Matthew and Roderick and hoops. Foreman and Jahola at D. Puck into the corner. Matthew chases it down. Jack strikes centering pass. Puck bouncing out front. Colt puts it behind. Into the corner for Roderick. Roderick puts it back for Foreman to pick up. Foreman at the boards of hoops. Hoops tries centering pass to Roderick. Roderick in the neutral zone. Couldn't hold on to it. Oh, goes for a hit. Misses everything. Hoops getting bombarded by 2 Jacks players. Matthew with the puck. Matthew over to Roderick. Roderick tries tipping it in shallow. Jacks throw it behind their own net. Hoops gets there first, puts it towards the net, hits the outside. Let's go. Roderick with the body. Jacks up the boards. They slap it out. Foreman knocks it down. No icing. Foreman throws a rink-wide pass. Hits Hoops. Also no icing. Tipped in the zone. Jacks up the boards. Almost intercepted by Roderick. Jacks to the neutral zone. Roderick back checking. Puts his guy into the boards. Puck dribbling. Hoops picks it up. Couldn't hold on to it. Jacks up the boards off Matthew. Jacks fired in deep. Foreman chasing it down. Oh, got to keep going on that one. Puck dribbles out to Matthew. Matthew backhands it out of the zone. Robert's going to get a line change. Jacks rink-wide pass. Touch pass. Ran the stick of Jahola. Jahola up to Matthew. Matthew gets picked off right in the neutral zone. Elliott picks it up. Elliott dumps it in somewhat deep. Matthew or Hoops chasing it down. Jacks ringing around the boards. Similar to Northern Lakes a couple weekends ago, or last weekend actually. Puck tipped in, no icing call. Hubbard there to pick it up. Hubbard trying to go up the board, shut down by the Jacks. Dunbar picks it up. Dunbar near side back. Oh my goodness. Puck is bouncing out front. Jacks all alone out front. Huge save by Cole. Puck is still loose. Dunbar back to pick it up. Jacks came here to play. Talarico with the puck out of the zone. Talarico enters the zone, cuts across the middle. Pocket picked right in the middle of the ice. Jacks back the other way. Jacks pumps the break. Good stop by Dunbar. Roderick picks it up. Roderick off of a shin pad up to Elliott. Elliott coming in 1-on-2. Elliott dumps it. Try to go deep. Picked off by the Jacks. Jacks red line. Fire a sauce in at Colt. Gloves it out of the air and holds on to it. Matthew out with Roderick and Hoops. Mormon and Jahola at D. Puck sitting on the dot. Dribbles out to the top. Hoops trying to clear it out. Jacks get control of it. Bouncing puck in front. Knocked away by Jahola. Jahola goes off the boards. Jacks pick up the loose puck. Knocked away by Hoops. Hoops chases in the corner. Throws it behind the net. Matthew couldn't get there in time. Jacks put it back in the corner. Almost. Matthew knocked it away. Jacks right out front off the pad of Colt. Near side defenseman puts it back in deep. Jahola behind his own net. Brings it around to Hoops on the near side. Hoops, Borman. Borman throws it off the boards. No icing. Jacks knock it down in their own zone. I think the Rails are getting a line change. Borman putting a forecheck on. Borman knocks away. He has Hoops out front. Centering pass to Hoops. He gets tied up. Puck dribbles in the corner. Matthew picks it up. Matthew and Hoops trying to work it out of the corner. Matthew gets put into the boards. Matthew still with the puck up top to Jahola. Jahola fires one on net. Bouncing puck. Sitting out front. Still loose. Rails can't get a shot off right by the net. Elliott chasing it down. Elliott up top to Jahola again. Jahola puts it towards the net. Didn't make it there. Matthew knocks it away. Matthew rink wide to Borman. Borman trying to throw it deep. Jacks player gets a stick on it. Jacks coming down 2-on-1. Centering pass by the Jacks out of the reach. The forward, Jacks crashing the net with the puck behind the net now. Centering pass by the Jacks, knocked down by the defenseman. Shot from the top off the shin pad of Borman, kicked it. Hoops trying to clear it. Hoops gets it out of the zone. He needs a line change. Jacks fired right back in. Oh my God, it's almost too many men. Holy smokes, that was close. Jacks back in their own zone with the puck. Fired off the shin pad of Elliott, bouncing puck. Hubbard back to pick it up. Hubbard slingshot around his own net up to Elliott. Missed the pass. Jacks deep in their own zone. Jacks up to the red line. Dump it in deep. Dump and chase. Hubbard behind his own net. Off the boards. Out of the reach of Elliott. Up to the top for the Jacks. Jacks shot from the point. Tipped right into the glove of Colt. Puts a glove on it for a whistle. Whistle. Calarico centering Elliott and Augustin. Dunbar and Hubbard at D. Puck up top of the Jacks. Shot towards the net, tipped. And a second attempt up into the guts of Colt. Holds on to that one. Hey, killing us. I know. So far this first period, Jacks out playing the Rails. A lot of offense being created. Elliott picks up the loose puck. Elliott out of the zone over the red line. Backhands it in deep. Hubbard with the body behind the net. Jack's trying to tip it out. Dunbar steps up. Augustin holds it in right inside the blue line. Throws it in the far corner for Elliott. Elliott gets tied up. We need an extra guy to help out, boys. Let's go. Augustin battling in the corner. Oh, he had it. Jack's up the boards, dribbling puck. Hubbard steps up, shuts it down, and they're calling offsides on that one. Let's go, boys. Pick it up. Center ice face-off. Matthew with Rodberg and Hoops. Foreman and Jahola at D. Jacks win the puck, clean back to the D, go off the boards immediately. Puck dribbles by Jahola. Good back check on his part. Matthew picks it up. Matthew going behind his own net. Slingshot engaged. Tried to hit Hoops a little bit behind him onto the stick of the Jacks defenseman. Quick up to the red line, and they dump it in quick. Foreman fires it around the boards to Rodberg. Rodberg tries to tip it out the boards. Jacks there to shut it down. Shot wide of the net. Into the glove of Colt, who holds on to it. Puck back to the top of the Jacks. Shot up the outside of the net. Up and out of play. Jacks win the draw again. Shot from the top. Into the chest of Colt. Puck is bouncing around. Still loose. Over to Rodberg. Rodberg backhands it to the middle for Hoops. Hoops out of the zone. Hoops cuts to the toe drag. Oh, Hoops gets his head taken off. Holy smokes, big hit by the Jacks. Up top, back to Hoops. Hoops in the middle. He got his bell rung there. Jacks back the other way. Puck behind the net for Colt, leaves it for Borman. Borman throws it up the boards for Hoops to Jahola. Jahola pumps the brakes. Jahola fires it around far side. Rodberg just going to tip it out of the zone. Hoops gets a stick on it. Hoops into the zone. Oh, slips away from 2 hits there. Hoops is just taking a beating down there. He's still working, trying to center pass to Matthew. Puck dribbling out front. Elliott fires one. Matthew fires one. Big save by the Jacks goalie. Oh, a little bit extracurricular happening after the whistle. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good scoring chance there by the Rails. Couldn't put it away. A couple of shots right from the slot area. Couldn't get it away. Talarico, Hoggeson, and Elliott. Hubbard and Dunbar at D. Jackson the puck into the corner, go D to D behind the net. Quick up the boards. Elliott trying to hold it in. Elliott pumps it up to Hoggeson. Hoggeson backhands a centering pass. No rails in sight though. Jacks flick it up the boards, up to Dunbar. Bounces over Dunbar's stick. No icing call. Hubbard chasing it down with one Jacks player. Hubbard puts his guy into the boards. Puck back into the scrum. Jacks walk out with it. Good poke check by Dunbar. Jacks player all alone out front. Saved by Colt. Another save by Colt. And he finally drops a glove on it. Whoa, a lot of stuff happening. This game's going to get physical. Puck into the corner for Hubbard. Hubbard fires it around. Jacks D holds it in. Top of the circle, fires one. Tipped out of the air by the Jacks. Puck still loose in the corner. Puck off the ref. Stick goes flying. Hoggeson trying to knock it out of the zone. Hoggeson with the body. Hubbard puts this guy in the boards. Talarico slams it. Oh, hits Hubbard in the back. Backhanded by Talarico onto the stick of the Jacks player. Jacks player still has it. He's going to get a hold. Hubbard's going 2 minutes for holding. Jacks going the first power play of the day. It's like Hubbard's going to get 2 minutes for hooking. Not legal in hockey yet. Just in Superior, maybe Cloquet. Well, for the penalty kill, we have Matthew and Robert at forward, Jahola and Borman at D. Puck in the corner, Jahola ties his guy up. Matthew steps in. Matthew's going to clear the zone, come down 2-on-2 with Rodberg. Matthew over the red line. Matthew cuts across the middle, fires one into the chest of the Jacks goalie, and he holds on to that one. Good shot by Matthew, hit the goalie in the chest. Love shorthanded goals, 1:47 left in the power play for the Jacks. Puck bouncing on the dot. Jacks pick it up, take it behind their own net. Jacks D steps out, hits the wing, rink wide pass by the Jacks. Ran the tape at the red line. They dump it in deep. Borman chasing it down. Borman fires it around the boards. Off the glass, bounces goofy. Ran the stick of the Jacks player. Robert swipes that one, trying to clear it. Jacks at the top of the dot. Deflected, hits the outside of the net. Jacks back up on top. Shot, puck bouncing. Oh, hits Colt in the chest. That was outside the net. Yeah, that wasn't a shot on net. Jacks are leading considerably on the shot clock, but some of these shots aren't hitting the net, actually. That one just hit the outside of the net. Talarico out with Hoops, it looks like, on this penalty kill. 1:10 left in the power play for the Jacks. Shot off the crossbar. Holy smokes, puck loose to the top of the Jacks. D to D right on the blue line. They hold it in. Another shot from the top, off of another boot. Holy smokes. They're getting some good chances here. Jacks fire one into the chest of Colt, and he holds on to it. 55 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Rails. Puck up top for the Jacks. Quick D to D, top of the circles, fires one, hits a stick. Off the glass it goes. Jacks back up top for their D. Quick under the hash marks, down low, the bottom of the circle. Shot off the Colts inside pad. And the Jacks go up 2-0. Holy smokes, the Rails got dig deep here. They're getting to outwork on both sides of the ice. All over the ice. Time to step it up. Power play goal by the Jacks. Tallarico out with Hoggeston and Elliott. Dunbar covered at D. Jacks win it back to their D. Doing a great job controlling the puck so far this game. Dunbar on the blue line throws it off the boards for Tallarico. Tallarico flicks it in the zone, going for a forecheck. Hoggeston crashing in the zone. Hoggeston holding it up behind the net. Puck dribbles up top, and the Jacks are going to clear it out of the zone. Quick centering pass behind him. Dunbar chasing it down. Dunbar goes bouncing puck off the boards. Jacks, D holds it in. Try to centering pass. Dunbar back with the puck. Dunbar centering pass to Hoggeston. Couldn't hit him. Puck dribbles into the neutral zone. Quick D pass by the Jacks. And this clock is off. There's actually 1 minute left in the period. 14 seconds off. Jacks flying to the neutral zone. Cuts across the middle. Fires one wide of the net. Elliott tries tipping it out. Jacks D holds it in. Another shot towards the net. Colt puts it behind. Hubbard trying to work Dunbar to Tallarico. Tallarico pumps the brakes. Tallarico out of the zone. Over the red line. Dumps it in deep. Now let's go. Tallarico flying in the zone. Picks up his own dump. Tallarico across the top over to Borman. Borman puts one, just wide of the net. Had the goalie moving across the net. Great shot, low and hard. Jacks center ice. Jahola steps up, trying to hit Tallarico. Jacks intercept, and they dump it in deep. 13 seconds left. Borman up to Hoops. Hoops cuts across the middle. 8 seconds left for Hoops. Gets his pocket pick just outside the blue line. And that's going to do it for the first period. Oh, yeah. The Jacks dominated the first period. The Rails, they got to find something. Got to find a spark plug. Get moving. That was all Jacks first period. Oh, yeah. Nice. All right, start of the second. Rails down 2-0 to the Jacks. We're going to have Matthews starting out with Rodberg and Hoops. Foreman and Jahola at D. Puck bounced over the Rails bench. Jacks player gets their first centering pass under the stick of Matthew. Jax into the zone. Rodberg tried to step up and hit. He got hit by the second player. Jax throw it back behind the net, trying to work it out. Centering pass. Rodberg intercepts. Rodberg back the other way, 2-on-2 with Hoops. Fires one on net from outside the blue line. Jax goalie holds on to it. Hey. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Go right now. Wow. I didn't know we were doing obvious stuff. Jax with the puck, fires it off the boards. That's going to be all the way down. Should be an icing call. Borman couldn't get there in time. That's going to be an icing on the Jax. Face off the Jax zone. Jax zone. That's what this game feels like right now. Matthew gets tied up, puck right on the dot. Hoops in to help out. Jax walk away with it somehow. Jax into the neutral zone and over the blue line. Borman chasing it down. Borman with a... Oh, Hoops comes in with a big hit. Redemption. Hoops behind his own net with the puck. Up to Rodberg, out of his reach. Dribbles out, no icing call. Let's go, boys, chase it. Jax back quick behind their own net. No opposition by the rails. Good tie-up by Hoops to Matthew. Matthew has Hoops right in front. Hoops, intercepted by the Jax defenseman. Shuts down a good scoring opportunity by the rails. Great defensive play by the Jax. Jahola back with it. Jahola pumps the brakes, fires it up. Too many men, hits Rodberg. Rodberg into the blue line, and they're calling offsides. That was too many men over there. Yeah. Talarico out with Elliott and Hoggeston. Hubbard and Dunbar at D. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. No one get a stick on it. Hoggeston puts it in shallow, tipped up. Oh, Dunbar gets a stick on it, but the Jacks pick it up, and they're flying to the net. Fires one wide of the net. Oh, he had the upper corner, it looked like. Shot it wide. Hoggeston's battling on the boards. Jacks walk away with it. Hoggeston's still working it. Talarico walks away with it. Talarico over the red line. Into the zone. Far side, Talarico trying to find the front of the net. He gets put behind the net. Puck out front to Hoggeston. Hoggeston takes a shot, deflected wide of the net. Oh, another opportunity right in the slot area. Talarico knocks it into the boards, bounces out. Hubbard chasing it down. Got a back check here, boys. Offsides. High stick. High stick on the Jacks. It'll be a face-off in the Jack zone. Matthew out with Hoops and Rodberg. Borman and Jahola at D. Puck on the dot. Rodberg picks it up. Rodberg on the dot with the puck into the corner. Into the ref. Rodberg is tied up. Puck dribble behind. Hoops there. Picks up the loose puck. Pumps the brakes. Good power turn. Matthew trying to pick it up. Puck dribbles onto the stick of the Jacks, and they're coming down one-on-one with Borman. Borman with a great interception, or picks his pocket right at the blue line. Puck goes all the way down right by the net. Got to go, boys. Got a forecheck. Jacks tip it out of the zone all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. Well, it's starting to get a little spark. A little more offense happening here. Matthew wins it forward to himself. Shot just wide of the net in the corner. Hoops chasing it down. Hoops gets tied up, puts it back in the corner. Hoops still battling. Centering pass by Hoops, hits a Jacks player on the tape. Oh, man, got to get a bounce here. Starting to work hard. Now you need a bounce or two. Jahola trying to clear it out. Jacks pick it up, fire it back in the zone for Borman to pick up on his own net. Leaves it behind for someone goal. Someone go to the puck. Up top for the Jacks defenseman. Fires one, tipped wide of the net. Oh, my gosh, almost came back out. Yeah, he just knocked our goalie out of the net. Colt not even in the net. Back up top for the Jacks. Oh, what do we got? A helmet off. Whistle blown dead. Jacks player lost his helmet. Talarico out with Elliott, Augustin, Dunbar, and Hubbard at D. Puck to the near side. Dunbar chasing it down. Dunbar chips up into the neutral zone. Jacks off the boards. Back to the way. Dunbar back up the boards. Jacks off the boards. Holy, it's like a broken record. Dunbar battling at the blue line. Clears the zone. Jacks over the red line, and they dump it in deep. Colt leaves it behind the net for Hubbard to pick up, but the Jacks player gets there first. Holy smokes. Passing it and stick of Elliott. Elliott up to Talarico. Talarico through the neutral zone. Takes it wide. Centering pass, trying to hit Elliott just too far in front of him. Jacks throw it back behind the net. Dunbar pinching down. Someone's got to go for it. Right on the top. Elliott with the puck. Elliott at the red line, waiting for everyone to clear up. To Hoggeston. Hoggeston centering pass to Talarico. Couldn't hold on to it. Jacks fired down the other way for an icing call. Matthew all with Rodberg and hoops. Jahola and Borman at D. Puck bounces right past everyone. Jacks pick it up. Out of the zone they go. Matthew tries to pick it up outside the zone. Jacks fired in and stick of Borman. Borman up the boards. Pass hoops. Jacks pick it up. A lot of time. Just dump it right back in. Colt leaves it behind for Jahola. Jahola into the corner. Someone's got to go. God, we're not moving. Not moving. Borman far side for hoops. Jacks crash in. They get there first. Jacks are just working harder. Matthew near side to Rodberg. Rodberg back to hoops. Oh, can't control the puck. Jacks back in the zone. Jacks try a centering pass. Puck goes into the corner. Borman chasing it down. Jacks get there first again. Matthew tips it into the corner. He's going to pick up his own pass. Tries a firing centering pass. Matthew tries to hit hoops. Bouncing puck. Hand pass. Rodberg picks it up. Rodberg gets his pocket pick to the red line. Matthew dumps it in deep. Rodberg into the zone. Jacks get there first. Ring it up the boards. Intercepted almost by Jahola. Jacks the other way. Rails with some back checkers. Jacks in the top of the circles. Leave it for a center. Shot. Oh, just wide of the net. Bouncing puck. Rails can't get a stick on it. Matthew. Where's the puck at? Holy smokes. I don't know what's going on. Jahola behind his own net. Fires it out the boards. Jacks couldn't hold it in. Someone's got to go. Hoops flying in there. He has a puck all alone by himself. No, yeah, the Jacks are getting one. Puck around for Rodberg. Rodberg to the front of the net. Tipped just wide by Matthew. Talarico, wipes down the boards. Dunbar at the top of the circle. Throws him towards the net. Tipped just wide. Rodberg there to pick it up. Rodberg up top to try to hit Borman, but the Jacks touch it, and they're going to the box. Yeah. Number 5 for the Jacks, going 2 minutes for slashing. Rails going to start the power play off with Talarico centering hoops and Rodberg. Elliott and Matthew at the top. Puck dribbles over front to hoops. Oh, couldn't get a stick on it. Jacks out of the zone. Matthew trying to shut it down. Jacks dump it in deep. Matthew behind his own net with the puck. Matthew leaves it for Elliott. Elliott back up to Matthew. Matthew rinked right to Talarico. Talarico enters the zone. He gets met by the Jacks right at the blue line. Talarico still with the puck. Leaves it for Matthew. And the Jacks flick it out. They're coming down 2-on-1. Intercepted by Matthew. He cuts it off. Matthew fires it around for Tallarico. Tallarico back to Matthew. Matthew trying to get through the red line. Intercepted by the Jacks. Rodberg with the puck. Rodberg near side to Tallarico. Couldn't hold on to it. So far, the Rails have not set the power play in the first 50 seconds of this power play. Haven't even set up in the offensive zone yet. Elliott out of the zone. Elliott intercepted by the Jacks. They put it right back in the neutral zone. Matthew, far side to Rodberg. Rodberg over the red line. Rodberg into the zone. That's an offsides. Oh, that's a possible penalty. That's close. What the heck? Minute 5. No shots by the Rails in the power play. 55 seconds left in the power play. We have Borman centering Hubbard and Dunbar. Jehola and Augustin at the D. Clean draw right past Augustin deep into the Rails zone. Augustin back to pick it up. Augustin up the boards. The Borman couldn't hold on to it. Jacks put it right back in deep. Oof. Jehola skates it up. Jehola's got some speed over the red line. Jehola into the zone. Jehola fires it from the goal line. Bouncing puck. Still loose. Jehola back with it. Jehola throws it out front. Augustin steps up the top of the circles. Augustin fires one tipped wide of the net. Borman gets there first. Borman into the corner. Good move by Borman. Steps by one player. Borman trying to work out of the corner up top to Jehola. Jehola fires one. Tip just wide. Oh, Dunbar trying to get back door, and Dunbar gets knocked off his feet. 9 seconds left in the Rails power play. Matthew out centering Rodberg and Hoops. Jehola and Borman at D. 9 seconds left in the Rails power play. Puck on the dot. Jacks win it. Fired around the boards. And that's going to do it for the Rails power play. 5-on-5. Jacks skating across the top of the zone. Puck right at the top. Kicked away by Jehola. Jehola still with the puck. Couldn't clear it. Jacks in the corner with it. Bouncing puck out of the zone. On it. Get on the puck. They can't do anything until they clear up the zone. I mean, figure it out, boys. Jacks fire one in. Joel leaves it behind in the corner for Matthew. Get moving. Get moving. Holy smokes. We're just standing around. Behind the net in the corner for Rodberg. Rodberg, I don't know where that pass was going. Looking at a centering pass for the Jacks player. Up top for the Jacks. Jacks top of the circle. Fires one loose. Puck. Holt swats it into the boards. Matthew, far side. Trying to hit Rodberg. Rodberg picks it up. Ran the blue line. They're calling offsides. We just cannot connect and hold a pass. Oh my goodness. Just sloppy. Sloppy hockey. Tallarico with Elliott and Augustin. He touched it right here. That's not the right call. They call it intentional offsides on that one. Dunbar and Hubbard at D. Dunbar flicks into the neutral zone. Jacks players fires it in from the far side. That's an ice. Not calling that one. Dunbar back to pick it up. Dunbar up the boards to Elliott. Elliott trying to tip it out. Jacks player puts it right back on the stick of Hubbard. Hubbard gets knocked down. Elliott tips it up. Jacks D steps in. Fires on wide side of the net. Guy was wide open. He hits it on the ice. That's a tap-in goal. Jacks still with the puck. Back in the corner. Puck bouncing out the back of the net. Jacks get there first again. We have not won very many loose puck races today. Tallarico up to Augustin. What are we doing here, boys? Holy smokes. Jacks with a miss pass. Get moving. Elliott puts this guy into the boards. Augustin puts his guy into the boards. Jacks. Oh, almost held in by Jehola. Tallarico at the red line. Tallarico leaves it for the Jacks player. Enters the zone. Backhands it towards the net. Wide of the net. Jacks are changing. The Rails are unable to break it out. Augustin off the boards. Can't clear it. Jack's player, top of the circles with the puck again. Backhands it back in the corner. Jack's back on the forecheck.